A terrifying discovery deep within a Saudi Arabian cave leaves experts searching for answers.
Could they be here as victims, or were they the predators themselves?
The Arabian Peninsula features not only extensive areas of arid landscapes, of sand and rock, but also huge lava fields or harat. One of these fields, named Harat Khaibar, covers 14,000 square kilometers of Saudi Arabia.
The Harat contains a wide range of volcanic rock types and extraordinary landforms. And there are over 400 kilometers of unexplored passages and at least 40 lava tubes here.
These tubes are natural tunnels created by a lava flow. At the end of an eruption, after the lava starts flowing, it drains and leaves these tunnels, caves, and entire cave systems beneath the ground.
While exploring and mapping this fascinating landscape, speleologists or cave scientists ventured deep underground inside a cave known as Jasan and uncovered something truly terrifying.
Deep within this enormous lava cave system is a massive cache of bones, hundreds of them. And beyond what's visible, there are presumably many, many more underneath the layers of undisturbed sediment.
Not only is this a horrific boneyard, but animal snarls echoing from the depths of the cave, believed to be made by wolves, are enough to send you running for the surface.
The volcanic field was formed by multiple eruptions along a 100-kilometer vent system over a period of 5 million years. And the most recent eruption on record happened between 13 to 1400 years ago.
Archaeologists were called in to investigate Jasan, the longest lava tube in Arabia, measuring 1,481 meters. Its length is divided into 3 separate passages by 2 areas of structural collapse. The average height of the cave's passages are 8 to 12 meters, with a 45-meter width.
Jasan travels underground from east to west. The Western Passage, where the huge cache of bones was found, has only one entrance and is 341 meters long.
While there are a few other smaller deposits and scattered bones in other areas of the tunnel, the extraordinary quantity of bones found at the end of the Western Passage are likely the work of predators, who are creatures of habit and tend to bring their prey back to the same location again and again.
Given the piles of bones and the accompanying bone-chilling growls, Jasan earned the nickname Wolf Den. So maybe that's what it is, the den of some very well-fed wolves.
The Arabian wolf is a desert-adapted subspecies native to the Arabian Peninsula and is a protected species in Saudi Arabia.
Arabian wolves are one of the smallest subspecies of wolf on the planet. Their small stature likely helps them adapt to life in a hot, dry climate.
While wolves do use caves as dens, they tend to stick to the mouth of the cave. So a wolf den nearly 350 meters underground would be very out of character.
Radiocarbon dating of a selection of the bones proves that they range in age from 6,839 to 439 years old. This is a wide expanse of time in which many more varieties of wildlife would have been living in the region.
The bones were inspected for weathering, chemical corrosion, abrasion, and carnivore or rodent damage. They ranged from completely recognizable, with scraps of dehydrated tissue still attached, to highly decayed bone fragments and splinters. But 2 skull fragments were of particular interest.
These 2 skull caps are undoubtedly human. Could they be here as victims, or were they the predators themselves?
However, there is no significant evidence of human presence in the wolf den. The volume of bones in the Western Passage, including the human skulls, are not likely the result of human activity.
Each bone and fragment was examined under 10 to 20 times magnification, with different exposures, to thoroughly study the remains. Then the bones with areas of unique surface damage or wear were examined under 80 times magnification and showed compelling results.
42% of the bones show evidence of having been eaten by carnivores. This includes gnaw marks, partially digested bones, and rounding from licking. So humans are definitely off the table.
Some of the tooth impressions are linked to rodents, and there are a number of distinct quills found throughout the length of Jirsan. Perhaps porcupines, known as the bone collectors of the animal kingdom, could be responsible.
The cave dwellings of an African crested porcupine are littered with hundreds, if not thousands, of bones. And though small, porcupines have been known to take on and kill large cats.
While porcupines do gnaw on items like bone and wood to shave down their perpetually growing incisors, they're actually herbivores. So it's unlikely that a porcupine, or even a prickle of porcupines, would have taken down so much large prey and dragged them underground just to gnaw on the bones.
Carnivores capable of this kind of damage include large cats, like lions, cheetahs, and leopards, many of which are critically endangered or extinct in this part of the world.
Asiatic or Persian lions lived across the Arabian Peninsula until the 19th century, but now only survive in India. The largest Asiatic cheetah is now only found in Iran, and there are less than 200 Arabian leopards left in the wild in the mountains of Saudi Arabia.
These big cats could have been on the prowl in this region during the early Holocene period, and would have enjoyed the variety and quantity of the remains found here as part of a healthy cat diet. However, big cats don't tend to live in such deep caves, and they prefer dining on their prey right out in the open.
Turning back to Jirsan, archaeologists examined the tunnel floor for further clues. Among the sediment and guano deposits, they found hundreds of fossilized fecal specimens, known as coprolites.
The majority of coprolites collected here have a white appearance with a crumbly texture and globular shape, with either a single pellet or fused pellet appearance. This species is consistent with one carnivore in particular, the hyena.
While not the largest carnivorous predator, what they lack in size, they make up for in design. Their distinct and powerful necks and elongated front legs allow them to pull and move kill over great distances.
Striped hyenas are cave-dwelling predators who do call Saudi Arabia home. They're a smaller species than their famed African cousins, weighing only 50 kilograms. And hyena poop is famously white due to its high calcium content as a result of digesting so much bone.
They have a digestive system that kills the bacteria in scavenged meat, and their powerful jaws and razor-sharp teeth can reduce whole skeletons, hooves and all, to these piles of fragments and undigested bone shards.
Then we have the cave itself. Hyenas are not as nomadic as many other predators and have a distinct family structure that binds them together in groups called cackles.
As such, hyenas actually spend a lot of their time hanging out in cavernous dens, complete with the bones of all the creatures they prey on. One den was even found 490 meters deep into a cave. That's 150 meters deeper than the den at Jirsan.
Experts confidently believe that the cache of bones at the bottom of the western passage of Jirsan belonged to a striped hyena den. This is where the hyena cackle not only filled the cave with the evidence of their feasts, but likely the wailing and laughter hyenas are known for, which could explain the terrifying sounds the discovery team heard echoing from the depths of the cave.